the whole jury on one of these cases is all of the person's rapist. You better go on some motherfucking nowhere else and be playing with somebody, because you ain't gonna be playing with me. We got somebody been flying higher than these motherfuckers. You will never reach where I'm going or where I'm already at. That's why I can't be like them. We was made for 2, 3 different things, and these people know it. We going to hell. Like, I'm the #1 reader of motherfuckers. How you gonna try to put me in competition? These bitches can't read like me. I done read these hoes through and through, and you know everything I said about them is true. You gonna have to sit your ass down this time. It's that Taurus in me. You can't fuck with it. When I know I'm right, motherfucker, you better find yourself something else to do. I'ma speak it through. You better find yourself something else to do. You and your boys, your son, whoever the fuck this is, you better find yourself something else to do quick before it be found for you. So regardless of what these people talking about, these tyrants, they just so jealous and envious, and it's mainly a problem amongst black people or dark-skinned people, because you all ain't black, and it ain't no such thing as black. That's why black can't be the swan. Even if a black is the mom, you don't make no choices for me. You might have did that to granddaddy. You ain't doing it with me. So we got somebody's flying. They're moving. There's movement here. Okay. Somebody's higher than somebody else. This could also be this Phoenix energy that's having to go in another direction because somebody flies higher than this person. They could have trained this person. This is also like somebody trying to have somebody compete with you, but they be high or they be having an additive or something like this. And I haven't willingly given myself any kind of drugs. I don't even take the medicine for my sleep disorder because I don't need to, because I'm already at home. So why would I put it in? Why would I keep putting it in my body all the time? Now, I've been thinking about going back to the doctor and get back on this sleep medicine, but to try to get a little bit more awake. But for what? I'm still rejuvenating. Y'all like my earrings for the day? I don't know if y'all can see it. I only got one hand right now. The way it's draping off my ear is just so pretty. As a matter of fact, I got a dress that's like this. I think I might put that on today. But it just looks so pretty hanging off my ear. I like them. So somebody could be upset, or somebody be this 28 energy. This could also be a feminine energy that ate this male. This 28 energy. Also, I noticed that there's 28 seats on a damn school bus. I wonder if this is something that's like a ring that's predatory or predator, like a predator of children. You see that? Well, this could also have something to do with this it energy with this balloon or this hot air balloon, or this has something to do with who is the zombie and who may not be. All right, this ostrich, they could have sent somebody to another land if they kidnapped this person. If it was one of my clones. You see that hot air balloon? Somebody could have even taken a child from this person, this ostrich person, to try to act like it's their child from a breeding farm so that they can do something with it, power something with it. But somebody flies too high for these people. And so that's why, again, this could be the Holy Spirit energy. That's why there's no healing the ouch. And this sparks energy could be in the reverse, because this could be, I don't know why I feel like somebody trying to say like that's the sister. I don't know what, because I don't know what these people did, manipulating the energy, swapping us out, whatever this is. It's like the group of the people that imprisoned somebody and stole from them and made them broke or something, or homeless. Because they be calling people homeless even when they in the house. If the Gay Rights Act is so that these people, if they don't like you anymore, they are rallied up in a group so they can they think that this works, but there's other laws and act to protect other people. The Gay Rights Act is not the only thing on the scene, especially if these people are estranged or they left a place, especially in the state of Wisconsin. If you estrange your child, you got a child order, or you got a child with somebody and you don't come around that child for like 2 years, then your rights could be revoked your rights are revoked as a parent. Same thing about abandoning a home, because some of these people abandon their home for like 4 years so they can go out and sleep around and try to see if they can find a replacement wife. That's not even traditional or biblical. And so, like I said, these people cannot come back. Like, the person that's at least trying to fight for their life should have some type of rights or something set up to protect them. You shouldn't have to run into the arms of another man or some strange guy that's trying to communicate with you telepathically and let that person lead you somewhere. That's fucking insane. I don't take that shit seriously. I hope y'all don't. That could be why so many black children and women and other people and lonely people is missing in America. That's falling for the terror groups. If these people came in your house and kidnapped you, then that's kidnapping and trafficking. And so if these the same people that's trying to get in a position, why would you hire these people? God raised me higher than these people. I didn't do it. So who gonna fire me? Nobody. Somebody wants somebody to hit rock bottom, but you didn't. Somebody is a survivor. A soul survivor. If you're looking for me, I'll be on the... Alright. I still don't like that I'll be on the block, because that's people that's saying that, oh, you won and you still want to sit around and do what? Participate in the same thing that imprison you? No, thank you. No. If the system started coming, we would call the whole system or would be mentally ill. And in that case, the Son of God can confiscate these organizations here. Somebody try to imprison me falsely, I'll just confiscate the facility. The only thing is you don't know who these people are, what the names are. All right? We got the Ace of Swords here. That's the truth. There could be a Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody could be wanting to pick this Nine of Pentacles, but you're not about to be able to pick this Nine of Pentacles. It's like these people got a money, or they painted these calves golden and gave them this money, and they already need more money. Why? They could have been flashing, oh, I got this business and that bit, but nothing is making real money. These people are bad for the economy. These are like plants or volts that are planted all over the nation, and they're bad for the economy. Nobody knows about the economy. These people have money, but they have people that manage their money. Even Donald Trump, these people is not good with money. This is why it's going to be a third world country. Yeah, the table was prepared already, or the table was already prepared for me. All right. Nobody can take the victory, and I don't have to build with these people here. All right. This movement, or this Phoenix Marvelous energy, or whoever this is, okay, this person is in a Nine of Wands in reverse. This person will not recover from whatever this is. This could be, if somebody was calling themselves for my child, this will be God sacrificing their child because their child was trying to murder them, or they did in the past life. It will not be me choosing a pretty man or a pretty woman over my child, or choosing the world card over my child, unless I'm the world. And this is me choosing me. Okay? Because everybody else didn't all the time, and I'm the only one now can realize and choose myself. Okay? So we got the somebody looking at somebody funny. We got somebody from the bloodline, and then we got this divinely guided seer. Now, this person had this white thing on. These bitches be wearing outfits to match with the readings that they steal from my domain when I'm asleep. They try to, it's like a snake with two tongues. And they try to manipulate it, and they get on here because they got a lot of followers, and they manipulate the story and try to dominate the scene. But you can't dominate a dominant. We see that in my readings all the time. Somebody that don't even got to make one move, and you still about to look stupid. So this could be claiming that this is my auntie, but this is not of the bloodline. This is not my grandfather's child, or this is not the family's child or something. Okay? Yeah, so somebody's trying to figure out who the table is set for. It's definitely not that person. Because you had something to do with the Kanika Jenkins death too. Yeah, it could be for the person that been crunched under here, holding this with the weight of the world on their shoulders. Okay? These people thought, I'm telling you, they did something like gave somebody the fame of Martin Luther King, but they didn't speak on the person. They didn't print this person in the newspapers. They didn't give them a large number and following online. But the person got the person had to carry that weight. Do you know what I'm saying? This is like the dark web is the thing now. Most people are on the dark web. Somebody was promoting somebody on the dark web. I'm really loved on the dark web or something. Say that. Okay? They knew what kind of attention and sneaky. These are people that's murderers and killers and traffickers and organ harvesters and insane people that are crazy and stalk people and steal people's whole life and peel their skin off and put it on them and try to be them. These are maniacs. It used to be a gang called Maniacs. These are maniacs. I'm hearing call me insane. These are the maniacs. They used to wear light blue when I knew about them in school. That's the same color that I used to that I have at my wedding. But this energy here, this is letting me know that somebody that's been carrying the weight of and these is people like Krishan, them like, oh, I'm carrying the weight of my family, That's not who this is. This is who's really carrying the weight. They just taking the strength energy, or they all blaming everything on the West or on America so she could carry the weight, and I'm not going to carry the weight for these people. So somebody is getting up from this energy. All right. Yeah, we see the red. Whoever with the red is about to climb up here. They could also have this person covered in blood, or these people put a lot of they went in with the system, with the police system, and put evidence, change evidence, or put blood droplets on stuff, and then act like they was helping get a case together, but they knew they was going to try to blame this on the Son of Christ, or like a Hope Michelson energy. So that in Legacies, the African girl wanted to kill Hope Michelson. She thought that Hope Michelson had to die. So what would you do? You would go wedge yourself maybe in Florida or something by DeSantis, which could be a descendant of mine or something like this. And what would you do? You would go down there and try to, like your mama did, or your daddy, Alicia Fame. Okay? Or if that's you, but your skin is dark now because you was light-skinned in high school. These are psychotic people. These are psychopaths. A lot of these people were grown-ups in kids' bodies to make sure, like crabs in a barrel, to make sure that somebody didn't grow or be nourished. They even knew how to date rape their friends at sleepovers and shit like this. All right, and they could have recorded these things. You will never see these recordings. I will never see these recordings if they are of you or me, but they can be out there amongst these constituents, even people over in the east of the garden, or on the other side of the aisle in Washington, D.C. and things like this, okay? So these could be people, like I said, that have their minds on somebody else's stuff, or, you know, this is somebody's thoughts or whatever this is when they're sleeping. These people are going around in here with this Reaper energy. This could be the main person or the conduit that can get in this person's dreams, whether this is me or somebody else. All right, and they just go in there and they pick around and see what they want to attempt to confiscate or take today, but they don't have the authority to do so. Yeah, that could be Aquarius falling. Excuse me. This could be the Drake candy or something like this, okay? And I feel like it's because they're not respecting their elders. They came in with some bright idea to make these people bow down to them. Americans bow down to them. This is like Mexico or Spain or, you know, even the British or whatever this is, okay? Whoever it is, and what very intricate situations here. Okay, this could be China. This is a new person that actually got a lot of people in this country now, and they feel like they hold some weight on this side here of things. So when what we thought the so-called Caucasian man was doing back in the day by keeping things strict and maybe being a little prejudiced, it was to preserve the original people of this soil. No matter how you think about it, if you thought it was like, if you look at a whole bunch of judges or something and they were Caucasian, it's not until we let a whole bunch of different people, a melting pot of people in and start being lawmakers and things, that we find ourselves in this position. It's just the truth. Okay, I think that there's better things. You could have let these people in, but you vet them. Like, I'm not going to be afraid to tell you to take off your shoes in my house if you coming in my house. And I don't like people's shoes. I don't care if you was the president. I'm going to say, excuse me. It's like in Japan. I noticed that I was watching something about Japanese schools or something like this, like the perfect schools in Japan. And all the kids, they have like a professional like thing set up in their classroom where the kids take their shoes off and they put their shoes in this cubby, and then I guess they get like some house shoes for inside the school. Because in Japan, I feel like in homes or something like this, I thought I heard you have to remove your shoes before you come in. So they even do this at school. I don't know if every school, but I thought that, I'm like, damn, they even take it that far. They're not afraid of if somebody black or a white person come, Caucasian person come and go to school in Japan, you're going to have to take your shoes off and put them in that rack. Like, it's like a culture shock. You're going to have to do what they do. You can't be like, oh, you probably can't be like, I got a message from the doctor saying that my kid, can't, they get to keep their shoes on. They don't have to change their shoes. You're not going to be able to do that. And these people that still have rich culture that hasn't been taken from them, they're not going to do that in their country. So why should America bow or bend to these things? Okay, so that didn't say that these people can't come here and have a pursuit of happiness. But if these are terrorists that don't want us to have the pursuit of happiness, or they don't want us to pride ourselves on being in the American dream, they feel like they have to come and shatter your American dream by coming into your home, by surveillance and attacking your home, single family homes, in order to break them up so that they can buy off the pieces of stock of people to come and like pound your house and crash it until they can find something wrong with it and how they need to disperse whatever is in the home, finances that attach to it or something. Okay, they treat these women really bad because they trusted a spouse. And then they wonder why women in America are so independent, and they say, I don't want to trust a man, or I don't want to get married now. The women are starting to sound like the men, because you dedicate 30 years of your life to this and then find out it was all a heist. And you were richer than this whole family, all of them put together, when they met you. You just didn't know that you was rich. They did. Because something about our government left us open. It left us weakened by letting these people come in and be able to examine us from a distance and know who we are or what we are going to be getting in the future. And they allowed them to marry us or come into our homes. Our parents did. They didn't take care of us. Our elders didn't keep the tradition. They knew this was coming. Jealous cousins that failed this mission, they were sitting in the sidelines acting like they're helping you, acting like tarot readers and shit like this. And they were hoping that you fall because they want you to be one of them. And that's just not going to be happening for me. I don't know about somebody else. So, then you're that's why I said about it's dangerous to be around compromised men, even if it's some kind of club or group or secret society. I don't want to be with nobody that's fucking compromised, because then whatever you're doing behind my back and I don't know you're compromised, you're compromising me in that. So, some people will do things like, well, I didn't want to let you see because I didn't want to incorporate you. Well, you didn't think that my intuition was going to kick in enough to tell me something ain't going on right around me? And to use whatever resources and tools I need to find out what it is, because I can't go to the library and look this up. I would have needed my people to not be child abusers and to give the information freely so I can know what to expect, so I can win. Because none of these people are winners. Even if they call themselves winning, they're still not winners. We, or I, am going to be the winner. Okay? These could also be breadwinners. Okay? Yeah, a King of Pentacles. This might be the first time that somebody could be a King of Pentacles. But I feel like I'm reaching higher. Because what I'm hearing from a masculine energy is keep the emperor or higher, or the god energy. Like, they're gonna try to juice you up and be like, oh, well, you're not happy with that. We made you like one of the king of pentacles. This the first girl that got that, but it's something higher, dude. You can play with somebody else. It's something higher than that, and that's the truth. I'm something higher than that. I am what I said I am. So, you know, I want to take this high. It's like, who gonna stop there? You know, this the thing that you tried to stop me from 4 years from getting, because you knew that if I got this, then I would be able to go higher. So you want me to start back there where I would have been 4 years ago? No, I got to calculate that with my mathematics. And it seemed like even if I was supposed to be a king of pentacles, I'm not crying because I missed that, because whatever I'm about to be getting from God is going to be better than that. So I'm not going to cry about not put that badge on my fucking sash, and let's move on quickly. Yeah, let's move on quickly. The emperor. You know, you can't leave an option or something like the opportunity open for a second around these criminals. Yeah, these sons of David in reverse, these jealous family members. Okay. These jealous family members. Let's see who some of these people could be. Yeah, now somebody really want to come in and clobberize somebody. Somebody trying to come in. This is like, this make me think about what happened with John Benet Ramsey. Like, they went to one of them parties, or they went to one of them places where they flaunted the children around, and somebody just couldn't wait. Come home all. That's why I'm saying, I'm wondering if this cruise energy is a Biggs Grubs energy. I'm hearing Uncle Tom. This could also be, like I said, somebody got some braids in their hair. Or somebody got long hair. A dude got long, pretty, curly hair. But somebody was trying to get in here. And try to bust somebody in the head. Okay? I'm just getting that. Yeah, because somebody doesn't want a courtship with this person. All right, good thing this ain't Saudi Arabia or something like this, where that one person was able to, or Africa, when the some man wanted his daughter to marry his old nasty friend, and so they went, she refused to do it, and so they took her out in the courtyard and they bust her head open. But we know that this wasn't about control. This was about, the girl was gonna die anyways, either way, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, energetically. She was gonna die anyways once she got into the relationship with that person. So, because these are people that want to only have you so they can have your assets and not include you with building or your assets. So this is an infidelity situation. This is a Jezebel or a harlot wife or husband. Husbands can be charlatans, could be harlots too. This is somebody that's taking your major abundance. When you say, oh, me and you together, we're going to build, da-da-da, when you get married, and you say, you know, till death do us part, that means all the parts. That don't mean go get an electronic bitch to live in your head and tell you what to do with our fucking money, and you never even told me that we got this money. This could also be traditional, where there's hidden assets or finances. When somebody gets married, you might have just thought you was a regular person, but there could have been billions of dollars or something like this in account trust funds that was released to the husband or to you and your husband when you got married, but the person just kept it on. It's mum's the word is what I'm hearing. Okay, so if these people are doing all this, you're gonna have to pay it back. So we don't have to talk about, especially if this is a Queen of Wands or something, we don't have to talk about her vagina, because she can't lose a court case about no fucking vagina or no infidelity or nothing, because this is how the family was nurturing and getting the energy to build and also to grow their army. But what we can talk about is if somebody can look back and see if this person knew about accounts, and they ask you clearly, did you know about any of these accounts that this family was digging into while you were married? And you say, no, actually they only gave me this much. They only gave me $100 a week, or they only gave me $200 a week to take care of the house, and I didn't get anything more than that. Or maybe a trip out of somewhere here and there or something like this, but no. And they're like, these are billions of dollars that's in these accounts. Did you ever make any kind of, you know, have any conversations about where money should go or what business should be open? No. You know, I would talk to my person, lay there and talk to my person about my dreams, but did I think that they were taking my dreams and give it to other people and letting them build it with my money and not me? that would be insanity, and that would be getting your ass in jail. So we got courtship in reverse. Somebody could be mad because somebody doesn't want a courtship with the person, but the Emperor get the fuck around all they want and don't have to pick nobody. The Emperor don't have to take no courtship. Even now, maybe this was how it was in the past, but now, you know, not in a distant horizon, somebody saying, oh, in the future we might be having these things set up or something like this, or they're going to try to protect this and that. It seemed like it might be now. Yeah, we got the Wizard of Awareness is peeking out the top of the deck looking like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, now these people want to claim somebody. Now these grandfather clock energies want to claim somebody. Oh. This could be this old sin or this old sin. A sin of the father, like I said, with a community, or a sin of somebody else that was around this person. Yeah, there's not a message of concern. All right, somebody could have been about to try to send you, but it's backfiring here. These could just be people with planetary placements. These could be places. You know, people can still live in certain areas. You know, that's why I was thinking, like, if I thought my people moved from that house, maybe they just moved like right down the street. But I thought that they leave. I thought that they moved to Beach Park. But they could have stayed in that neighborhood and just moved 2 houses down. And the new clones went and moved to Beach Park, and that's who I've been communicating with. You know what I'm saying? But the real parents that was in the other house, they could have moved somewhere else and went into silence. You see, it's something about who gets to touch the money, who gets growth, who gets dominance or something like this. We got other fish in the sea. They could have even called back some of the people, or they called back the spouse. Hey, you know, just so you know, that's not us, something like this. And once they know, they have to stay there. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, there's no other fish in the sea for someone. Okay, this could also be somebody, you know, I don't know. Because this is about placements, dude. Like, people are saying in another land, but this shit is like the art of war. Some of this is right up and around us. These people, it's like these people live on a different level than us. It could be under, over, too high to get over, too low to get under. You stuck in the middle. Somebody's trying to get somebody's. This is Jackson or Jackson. This could also be Jack the Ripper. Some like this has something to do with like the gestures. Not the Illuminati, but the secret society of these gestures, or these people that play games. Childish, jumping around with those tight ass pants on. You notice that the over the years or whatever, men, you would never used to be able to catch no black men with no damn tight ass pants on. Their pants used to be baggy and hanging off their butt, and now you got them tight as hell hanging off the butt. So this could have something to do with like tights. I'm getting like, you know how gestures wear tights, and then the dreadlocks and shit like this. People doing like free flowing locks. Some of these people might be very quiet, like how I be thinking like Jay-Z could even be one of these, because these could be also men that like sit around with like 4 other friends. I'm thinking about like the little things that hang off the hats or whatever of the gesture. There's like 4 or 5 little things with little little bells on it, and it's almost like some of these people with the free locks or whatever. All right, some of these people could be like gamers and stuff. Either they sitting around somebody's house and all 5 of these people sit there and play games and drink beer and kick it all day, or this is now cyber. Some of these people, if they have enough money, they can go into the mental game of Arcadia. But why are you taking regular so-called regular citizens, or people that don't know nothing about this, and plugging them into these systems? That must be illegal. It has to be. We have the sun, and getting any kind of benefits off of it. This could be like the new piracy, or these are like Pirates of the Caribbean. Karen, somebody's name could be Karen. Caribbean. Car a being. So to take a being. Okay. Something could be getting brought up out of the tomb here about these people's actions, or behaviors or what could be going on down there with human trafficking in Barbados, and other places like this. All right. Okay. Yeah. So somebody could be releasing something from the tomb here. This could be a community that don't want to get burnt down to a crisp, and so they might be trying to offer somebody up, if they swapped out your body and put, it might not be a good idea. Really, you might want your real body to stay where it is if it's protected until you get out of a place, because somebody is trying to get you down to the minimum and make you sick or make something happen here. It's like whoever, if you're one of these people that get moved around, it may be for your own benefit some of these times. I just don't like to think if my dead body was in the hands of my enemies, And Africa is you're just admitting that America is the God energy or the God gene, and that you're not the place of creation that America is, by doing this, by stealing our people and trying to call them your own or whatever this is. So I'm starting to doubt that after Africa, when those people went to I keep wanting to say Cambodia, but Sierra Leone and these other places, whichever place it was that flooded within the past 5 or 6 years or 8 years or something like this, that they were not just picking to go over there, that they were being taken. All right. Yeah. This could be also, we think about like Arabs doing this to people, but the black burqa or hijab could also represent, peeling back the skin or peeling back the onion layer of the black person to see who they really are and what they really have, because they want you to look and say, oh, I'm poor, I'm black, I'm comely, I don't have nothing. We always got to scratch and do like this to get a job. Da 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 da. And the motherfuckers that you think is prejudice of you, they looking for you basically so they can consume you or enslave you or something like this. Not all of you. Some people's DNA is not worth it. They could put mine on the list now of not worth it, but you're going to pay me for when the fuck it was worth it. That's what I'm saying. So somebody want to get somebody in a marriage here. Somebody could have also, this community could have made something right with somebody and lifted up this body out of the tomb and gave it to someone, and now the person is taking it in marriage, okay? This could be this marvelous energy to show somebody the Crips. This could have something to do with the Crips, Democratic Party. This could have something to do with the Crips. The Republicans don't want to be having to pay me back. The Democrats is the gesture group that play all these games and move all these people around or whatever like this. Possibly. All right? But whatever this marvelous person did, or somebody could have took somebody out the tomb and burned them, or did something like this to get rid of evidence because they were so scared that somebody would find out who did the murder to someone, or they would look at something as a murder instead of an accident. This could be somebody falling down the stairs. It's making me think about my because somebody said something about with teeth whitening or something, you might have those yellow teeth in the back and you have white teeth in the front. But this African girl was showing how you could clean your teeth, and I remember that could have been like a little snide comment, because in one of my pictures, I don't know why the lighting showed up like that. I look at a teeth right now, it's not like that. They're all the same yellowness or whiteness, okay? But for some reason in that picture, that I took when I looked just like Ivana Trump, when I looked just like her, yeah, because if Trump is a queen of wands, then that mean the black cat would be this Phoenix marvelous energy. But somebody could have went and took somebody out of the tomb to straighten up something for this community, or a Comic-Con, and put this person in a marriage here. And so now somebody can't something, okay? Yeah, there could be a message coming. The person got the message, or They trying to act like they didn't because it just flipped out of my hand. All right. About some type of identity fraud or some type of Ruby energy. This Ruby Tuesday or this Ruby energy is in reverse. Or this, somebody thought that they was dealing with like a nun or something like this. And they might not have been, okay? Some kind of impurity. They want to leave something behind or let go of some kind of... This is like a nun and a cardinal or something sleeping around with each other. And they don't want to get caught or something like this, okay? But we have the Empress here. Why did I keep popping back there? We got the Empress here. So the Empress might be able to end this marriage. This could also be, like I said, I feel like this is either me or my daughter, like an original copy of us. All right. And somebody, this could be a social media person. Somebody's on social media. And they change somebody. That's like somebody like, oh, I don't want to be with you unless this person was white. Can we skin bleach this person? They're like, yeah, we could do it. And then they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna take this person. Bitch, this ain't 1842. I don't give a fuck. You could do that with other people, but you're just not about to do that anything that look like me. We about to get that shit straight, bitch. You might as well kill the fucking thing. I don't want it attached to me. You either gonna save it, or if it's gonna end up in the hands of them people, then destroy every motherfucking thing until you find it. We got Poppy Bearer energy in the reverse. Somebody could have been trying to protect this child or something like this from this union, and they ended up ending this person's yeah, the sun is shining here, light on something, to try to remove this person from a position here. All right. Yeah. Somebody saying that this is not their child here. This could be this J&J energy. Like I said, this could be this Joe and Janice or John Johnson or this J&J, something like this. Somebody's realizing that somebody isn't somebody's child or something. Okay, these two people, this could be, like I said, if this Janice unpacked energy and my Joe were together, and they was pretending like she was me, and they introduced her to this Poppy Bearer, and they thought that this was their daughter all this time, and now they find out it wasn't. It was a scam, and I'm the actual child or something like this. It could be something silly like this, okay? And well, that's not really silly, but that's really serious. These two people could be in reverse and the child, or this is somebody that they're denying the child and this couple. Now, if this couple's kidnapped my firstborn and they went away with her, this could be all of them in reverse. Or if this couple was connected to me, they were together. This is like my man went and started fucking around with this woman and she calling herself my mother and she's not. Not that I know of. I'm not their child. They shouldn't have been making decisions for me or nothing like this. Right? Or this is like somebody denying all of us. Like I'm separate from these two. But somebody did this, turn their child in reverse and these two people to show. Okay, this could be also a Caucasian man or somebody that's an Aryan energy. And they're going to show that, yeah, y'all have favor. But if you ride like with Patsy or whatever in that movie, he like, oh, yeah, Patsy, you did it to yourself. But I feel like somebody forgot that I own this motherfucker. It ain't you. And this is 2025. Yeah, somebody's reminding somebody that this person did this a second time. They did this back in the day, and you didn't get to go through this Stargate here. So you could choose your future and plan your future out. Somebody wanted somebody dead. This is murder. This is like attempted murder and murder. These people could have started working on my case or your case at that time, or trying to get information or whatever to have the harvest ready. But they start messing around and they got distracted, and then nobody cared about your case. And so this could be past and present here that something like this happened. And so now this person can be denied to the Father in heaven. Okay, this is like the higher road to take. It's like leave these people down here. They can't go up here with somebody. Now when you go higher, you can't take these people. I can't take these people. Okay. It don't matter to me. Yeah, you don't matter to somebody, and so they don't need to matter to you. Okay. Somebody's taking the higher road here. And all these friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Whoever helped this person, these people are also going down, or they're going down first. Like I said. All right, because they didn't have the power and authority to be doing whatever this is that they were doing. This could also be the fates. Like, we're in an Egyptian era, and these are the Romans trying to do so. Somebody could be, what we did the other day might have brought the Romans back in order, or somebody was trying to do that to cover something, or move something around, or change who you are right now, or change your body. This is like a big old Matrix video game, y'all. That's what I'm starting to think. It's like Animal Crossing. In the nighttime, they come pick you up with that alien spaceship, be dangling you around, put you in that spaceship, and then drop off whatever they need to benefit them. Somebody say, oh, is this the Queen of England? Let's go see. They go probe them, take the DNA. Oh, this is not the one. This is the, well, they have the traits here, but it's not heavy as it was before. They're like, oh, that person died or whatever. So they're killing people, or when people are dying, they're not burying them as who they are. So you're probably never going to find these people. There's like secret keepers that know the information about where people are. They're not putting it on the regular record. And there could be a crime against this in the Bible if these people are trying to be biblical. The Hierophant could be bringing up something about that you don't meddle with the dead, or you don't dig people up, or something like this. Or if we already know we're on a 7-year run with this body, why are you changing this person's body 3 times a month? You don't need to do that much research in the world. Why are you doing that? And some of these people are sitting here trying to act like, I know something, and da-da-da-da-da. And they have you locked up in the basement forcing you to write music, or make earrings for them, or make wigs, or bitch something. Okay? Because this is like something that's really like on the hush. All right? Something on the hush. Okay? So somebody thought that they was this a man that thought, I still have semen, I can go out and have more. We don't need any more of them children. I told you, we won't have them. We won't have them. We won't have them. We won't. These are not these old ass men that want to, be 60 years old and get a little child bride or something to brighten up your day after you ruin women and children's lives over and over again in these relationships. You don't get anymore. You don't produce it. You're not the origin of it, so you don't get to have it. And there's no going back and forth about it. Let's see you survive without it, since you want to act like somebody is not a help, or somebody is not special, or something like this. Let's see you survive without it. Yeah, these people are going to lose their life, man. This is Christ being mad, coming in the clouds, rampaging after these people. All right? Or they could be rampaging after me or you by saying you can't have that. I will not share my sons and daughters with you. We will not mix with them. We will not breed with them. We will not nothing. They will not keep the people that they stole and bred and have already. You will not have that. You will not have that. King of Swords in reverse. You will not have that with your creepy, nasty lawyers and whatever this is. You will not have that. Somebody is not like the rest. And you just going to have to sit with that. Somebody is not a cow that you put some drugs in their milk and shit like this and have them fall asleep at night so you can roll them over on their stomach and let all the men from the neighborhood come and stick their little pee-pees in there and record and say, my wife is a whore. You're going to take your filthy ass to jail. And whoever else is dealing with this type of shit that you're dealing with. This dark magic or this shit that you do in the dark that we bring into the light. I told you, God told you, don't fuck with this one. I gave you all them other trees and all that other shit in the garden. Don't fuck with this one. You're not going to play with me. Somebody better tell the truth why you didn't get to come up in there and hit nobody in the head and what happened to you when you tried it. Tell the truth, neighbor. This is some weird shit, like the first generation of your mother don't look like the same, but she lived next door to you right now with some man that's obsessed with you. And this woman is obsessed too. And they're holding on to children. They're holding on to children that look similar to the girls that you went to school with when you was young. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, so that might be Daisy's daughter that lived next door in 5819. If Daisy is Alicia Fain, or if that's one of her offspring or one of her clones. Why is these people living next door? Why do I pick up the scent of my mother on this bitch and the scent of a masculine energy? I don't know who it is on this other masculine energy. Why do I pick up on that? This is weird. In that Gemini's house. But how did that get to be the Gemini's house when that old man Joe was living there? That could also be an elder version of my husband that lived in that house. And that would be like his second wife or something like this, or the first wife, or I would be his Lilith or his Lillian. And that's why he used to be so smitten with me. Until they told him, oh, and he was about to ask me to come and help him in his tomato garden. And they said, oh no, we gotta get this motherfucker up out of here. And they said, oh no, you forgetting stuff and everything. We gotta get you out of here. You gotta go move with one of the kids. And you gotta sell this house. And they got him right on up out of there. Mr. Joe. Mr. Joseph. This could also be why my dad used to call my boyfriend Joseph, even though his name ain't Joe or Joseph. It's Derek. Supposedly. Alright. And somebody keeps telling me, oh, it's Ida in the picture and Keisha's... These people are irrelevant. These people are dead people. They're not the fucking Empress. They're irrelevant. This lie goes back further. Go back further. Bitch, I could be 100 years old. I might just be 40 years old. I might be 20-something years old. I don't know. Somebody's playing with paperwork. Why do these people still have a job? Why do these people even still have a job? Yeah, you can't birth nothing with these people. They're not the Empress. Or somebody wasn't able to birth something with this person. Now somebody coming back hoping that you will accept them or accept this offer they putting in your face. You don't want to hear nothing from nobody. And they want to know if you will take this offer here that somebody want to bring towards someone here. Oh, let me turn this off. It's hot in here. Like somebody is really rejecting stuff, or they're like, oh, this person is really rejecting. This a playboy or whatever. You can't play the player. And I was hearing something at home like, you can't play the game. Like, you better go get you a Xbox 360 or something. Or whatever it's called in this day and age. The Xbox could also be significant about how people like, oh, your ex is doing this, your ex is doing this. Some of these people, they trying to curse you. Some of these people ain't even your ex. Somebody is planning a murder right now. They're like, kill the bitch if they, look, or him if they reject something. Look. Kill this person. Kill this person. This person. If they don't take this offer, kill them. And this is exactly what's going back to you and yours. And you're not going to have no support or nothing like that. Because I came for mine. You know, black people and other people like to make sure that you dead and shit, and you crossed over and it been in the public eye that you died before they mourn something, or say, oh, why we couldn't just have, you know, or they like to bitch about this, oh, why we can't just have our glory while we alive, or, and somebody about to do it, man. Somebody about to do it, and these motherfuckers trying to trip your feet up. King of Wands. What Phoenix Marvelous said one time, that's why I don't like black people sometimes like this. It's true. The Tower. Somebody can't have this. You cannot steal this from me. Or whatever y'all got sneaky going behind the scenes right here. The court case or whatever. It's not an ending. It's just the beginning, like I've been told you already. Ain't nobody really stressed out. But you're getting on my fucking nerves a little bit. You understand? So somebody could be trying to offer up. Somebody's like, you saying no to me? I'm going to offer up your ring or whatever. You're not going to have anything to crawl back into. And this person don't know that these people coming to rip this person. All these men that you're trying to put this wreath up to. Yeah, they might come to get this wreath, but they come to get your ass too. Like, get out the way. Knight of Wands, what I say? Knight of Wands in reverse, on the low. Somebody is being penetrated in their sleep. And then they wondering why I feel the urge of dealing with a man, because some girl or somebody been, a dappy Dan person, been digging in your booty hole when you asleep, playing, massaging it. I'm about to say menaging it. Somebody been playing it, they was getting you nice and wet and ready for it. Ugh. Somebody that showed their true colors by trying to run up on you. Okay? They could have a hurt leg or something like this. The way his leg is up there on that thing. Somebody could have hurt their leg trying to run up on you. Okay? Because this is the sun. Okay? Somebody could have hurt their leg trying to run up on somebody within the past 3 days. Or something like this. Yep. Knight of Pentacles. They was trying to bring her off because they wanted to bring this offer to this Queen of Swords, all eternal energy. Because this person is mind controlling these men. Because you did all that spell work on those men to offer them up. Because you really wanted me, but it's never going to happen. And so you asked those people to send you them pictures of their family members, of all the men in their family or whatever, to pray on them. But we know you talking about pray, not pray. Like we talking about you talking about P-R-E-Y. Not P-R-A-Y. And this is something here I want to tell you. Even if these people saying we was doing all this stuff because we trying to protect you, bitch, and you telling on us, I never asked you for those things. It's like God saying, I never asked you for these type of offers. I never asked you for these things. Who told y'all that this is how you serve me? Okay, and you heard me sitting here on this channel over and over again because I know y'all watching, saying I don't like this and I don't like that, and you still doing it. You're not doing shit for me. Matter of fact, you so wrapped up in doing stuff the way that you think you want to do it, or you was fooled to do it and you fell for the strong delusion. You shouldn't listen to those people. So somebody trying to ease on down the road. Don't dare say nothing, not sure, no, you know, ease on down the road. Looking ass. Oh, it's a no. Right away. I want my Ace of Pentacles. This could be somebody like, oh, I could give you a little respite or something like this. I want my Ace of Pentacles. I don't want your temperance, your fairy, or your LGBTQ and them, whatever this is. Okay? Because this could be a temperance. This is temperance. This Lewis person or whatever with this going out for these dinners and stuff. This could be like somebody for the LGBTQ in them community. This person. And that's not the temperance angel, motherfucker. I anointed that motherfucker. Where's the candy Drake? This is not your harvest, man. So, oh, with Obama. Oh. There's the other Scorpio right there. That y'all trying to hurry and put this person in jail as the scapegoat. Now, I did have to look at the young Obama and say, damn, you know what? My little picture when I was little for a second, I'm like, It kind of looked like Obama and John Gotti at the same time. I was like, that picture. But, you know, Pearl Hawkins also looked like that one pastor dude that could be connected to the Spencer, but the Spencers, that I feel like they trying to pull off like that's my dad after they accidentally killed the person and then they needed to make something else in the likeness, but you can't fool me. He come up on, he's really mellow toned and everything like this. He got like with the chin like that person on, he got a chin like that person on, like Pearl Hawkins, like the mailman on the Christmas specials, you know, on the Christmas specials and stuff like this. Okay. The mailman that be like, oh, you know, one day Frosty was walking down the thing and the kids didn't know that the guy, the presenter guy, okay? They got the chin like that. Man chin. We got Kimbo or Kimmel. I don't know, but this is not their harvest. This is not your harvest. So even if Edward was going that direction this time, or even if this was a vampiric energy that used to use me as a vassal when I was younger, and they used to use me as a vassal when I was younger, my boyfriend or whatever this is, this could have been a skinwalker or something. Before I knew who I was, they could use my vassal differently. And the night that I messed around, when I messed around with this boy, with this black boy or whatever, somebody was using my vassal to get close to this person. So that's why all those people are over there now with the enemies or the people that's trying to keep me from my destiny. But they weave back and forth like, oh, I don't know, but you know you can't have two. And one over here got money, even if it's not theirs. So make sure you pick that side and stay on it. Because to come out of her, they think it's a joke, because it's like they expect, when you say, come out of her, my people, before you become partakers of her sin. They don't see nobody get in trouble, so they think it's a joke. Cool, stay over there, because I don't even want you to go against me 1 second. To been and met me, and then to want to go against me. For 1 second, I can't forgive you. So somebody trying to make somebody like an old hobbled old lady, knock the person down and make them stay down. They're trying to put an old lady spell on me to make me like an old lady, crunched over with my back hurting and shit like this. Like, oh, that's it for life. These could be also party goers. They stay lively by sipping on the energy of these other people's essence, and then also staying out in the streets and partying and doing crazy shit and things like this. And then these people, these watchers watch them, and these wealthy people are not a watchers. They don't got nothing to do with God for real. They wait for you to do something freaky or something and bet on you and shit like this. And so somebody's not going to be able to do this. Okay, just that's the point here. All right. And it's maybe because you didn't accept an offer from somebody. So you could have dodged a bullet. All right. That's the message from not taking an offer from somebody. Because now, you know, even today, I'm like, oh, my hand is getting the feeling back into it a little bit. So something could be getting sent back to these people. Now, last night I was laying there and somebody's like, ooh, somebody about to have a heart attack. Bitch, I promise you, 5 minutes later, my chest started hurting. My lungs started hurting like somebody punctured it. So somebody could have a voodoo doll. It's like a little needle went in my side and it started hurting or whatever. And then, what did I say? Oh, and then after that, my chest started hurting. It was like somebody was squeezing, like somebody had their hand on my heart and they was squeezing it. And I'm like, ooh. And I was trying to straighten I was kind of trying to lay some way to expand my rib cage because somebody was constricting my heart. Okay. And then I'm like, I said something under my breath, like in another language or something. And like 1 second later, that shit was gone. So there could be some kind of information or something that's coming through that wasn't before. All right, because they're draining someone or you or somebody else of their energy. You could be connected to this person. Or I could be connected to this person. Okay, somebody needs help. Yeah, and now this wizard person is not looking so wise here. I'm telling you, it's something old about to come crumbling down. Something old is about to start crumbling down. Yeah. This person want to claim, this person in all white, you want to claim those kids or those Georgia peaches where you had this person locked up down there with Marvelous in them for sex trafficking, divinely goddess here. And you got one in your house too. And then you got the 7 of Wands. Somebody that you don't see could be protecting you, watching your back. But this is what's in your front. Somebody wants to keep these peaches, or somebody could be going into working with like Georgia or the housewives or something like this. They could be afraid of me now because how I'm talking now that I'm pissed. Or this is like this tiny energy. All right. Somebody tried to renew something or something like this. Okay. Because this tiny energy, this tiny almost looked like that little lady that lived next door to me too. Okay. Somebody could be trying to hide in a dragon's lair, but they don't belong there. Somebody's coming apart about something. Yeah, because the magical map shifter is here. falling to pieces, coming apart. So somebody keep on picking this person, but you know what this person been up to, so your ass gonna end up, yeah, the dragons. It's also like it's saying liar. Somebody could have moved, somebody moved something here. They knew that I was gonna bust them out, or I was gonna figure out something about where something is really located, and somebody that moved it or trying to sell it or something like this. Yeah, that's why somebody trying to freeze somebody in place, or this could be a lion that's getting frozen here. All right. Yeah, Victor. Somebody's name could be Victor. Unexpected visitor in reverse. Somebody was about to run up on somebody. Yeah, they was. And now somebody they don't know. They're not sure no more. They're not thinking it's a wise decision or something like this anymore. Because we got magic stream sitting on my thigh. So somebody can have a name written on their thigh. You might have a person in your family or something like this, the lineage or something like this that's written on your thigh. And people don't know, they don't want people to know whose name this is or whatever this is. Hold on one second.